Hey everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller, and I'm sitting here with Nisqy from Splice, who just took an insane win against Misfits. Congrats.
Thank you, thank you.
So this game went on for ages. How did you still manage to win it?
I mean, it's not a joke, but you know, if you get like Zillion with Corki and like Tristana, like double ADC at like 50 minutes, you know that you just win the game by that, you know. And then they only had like Kog'Maw that did like damage, and we knew that we would win if we just tempoed the late game, and they couldn't really force like hard enough to end the game, and they weren't like decisive enough as well, because I think they could have like maybe dive us or force like really harder, but they were just farming and trading farms. So at that point I was like, okay guys, they're just trading farms, so let's just farm, and then just get items and just team fight when I have like 3, 4, 5, 6 items, and that's what happened.
Yeah, and I mean, due to the Ornn passive and due to having essentially 2 carries in Tristana and you on Corki, it seemed pretty reasonable that you would win those late game fights.
Yeah, and I think on top of that, Kobe didn't go Gathering Storm this game, but I went like Celerity with like Gathering Storm because I knew that, every game we play on stage is like more than 40 minutes. And so, if you just take Gathering Storm, by then at like 40 and like 50 minutes, you're like insane, and I mean, yeah, we just went for the late game, and that's why the game was a bit sloppy, but I mean, we just aimed for late game, and I don't think we could do like anything in early and mid game. So, yeah.
Isn't that a bit worrying though? I mean, like, what if a team like G2, for example, is insane in the early game? So what if they show up and?
I think right now the meta is like, even if you're like 10k ahead in early game, I feel like it's really hard to close out the games. Like even in Korea, we see like every game is like 40 to 50 minutes, even like 90. I don't know, like the Gina against SKT game, that was insane, And I mean, if you just take like scaling champions, and if you know that the enemy team will not like kind of punish those mistakes and stuff, and that they cannot like end the game without like that they have to like make a decision that will like either like lose the game for them or like win them the game. But I knew that Misfits like wouldn't do that, for example. They're like kind of a safe team, I would say. And yeah, I mean, we knew that they wouldn't close the game like easily, and they wouldn't have like the decisiveness to end the game. So we just picked for a late game, and that's it.
So Kobe got MVP for that game. Are you a bit salty of that? Because like in the last deciding team fight, you did get in the double kill, you did get in the decisive fix.
I mean, I'm fine, I'm just doing... I mean, Kobe played really good this game. And even though I was the one that was tanking all the ganks, he was like in his lane chilling 2v2. And I mean, I'm fine, I don't really mind. I just want to win. And I think if you win, you win as a team. So I don't mind him getting MVP. I mean, he deserved it, so... Yeah.
But you like it a little bit, like 10%.
Maybe.
You probably were second though, so it's So you have a really interesting story in a way, because you've already played in NA on Envious. Tell us a bit about what that was like both living in America and playing in America.
In NA, I would say it's more chill than in EU, because before the franchise at least, like every time the off season would like come, all the same like teams would like change players, but it would be like always the same players, and maybe some imports, but it's not like you put like some rookies, like for example, in Europe you have like Jizuke and like Mini Trupax and KJ and then all those names, But in NA, they don't give like really a chance to rookies. That's why, I mean, some teams does, but in EU it's like more likely. So I think in NA that's where it was more chill and like kind of an easier start for me, I would say, because they also play like more safe. EU plays like really aggressive compared to there, and I mean, I started there, and yeah, I mean, I just think that NA is just more chill and like more safe, and even though it's like bigger, and I mean, I don't know, I prefer Europe, I think, and yeah, that's why I'm here.
But why would you prefer Europe, given that it's more chill in NA and you probably get some more money?
I mean, I think if you're a pro player, it's either you go for the money, and like, I mean, I'm not gonna say that everyone that goes to NA goes for money, but like, if you go to NA, I think you have like less chance to have like the best team. I mean, it depends on what is your goal, right? My goal is, for example, to qualify for Worlds, So I think even if, for example, you're in like kind of like it's smaller in Europe than in NA, but I think like the top teams in Europe are better than the top team in NA, in my opinion. So maybe some people think it's wrong, but I think like maybe like if you watch like all the teams in Europe, maybe it's not like they're not like as good as in NA, but I think like the top team in Europe, like 1, 2, 3, are like better than those on NA, and yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I've seen a few comments like that. You know, like the bottom teams in Europe are not holding up to the bottom teams in NA, but the top teams in Europe are the ones that do well at Worlds, and the top tier ones in NA don't. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair. I mean, I'm not blaming any at all. I don't know, like.
No, it's just me.
I mean, yeah, I mean, NA is still good, you know, but it's just like their play style like really different. I mean, we just saw it in like Rift Rivals, you know, like they were smashing EU, but at Worlds, you know, they really couldn't do like much, you know. I mean, it's just their play style, and I mean, I respect it, and yeah.
And of course, at Rift Rivals, Misfits wasn't there, so you know that changed it. All of it, of course.
I mean, Splice will be there soon. So.
Yeah, okay. Splice has been to Worlds before.
True, but
that we don't talk about that.
Nah.
So, just out of interest, you're from Belgium. How did you get into the professional scene, and like, what was your background before you became a professional player?
I was kind of like Hansama in the beginning. Like we both played in the French league. I mean, you know, just the French tournaments that you did before when we were like really bad at that time. And then by then we just both became like the best mid in France. I mean, I became the best mid in France, and he was like the best mid in France as well. And then he got picked up by Millennium, and I was like in another team and stuff. So I mean, we were just like fighting against each other. And I mean, one time I think he got picked up by Misfits Academy. And then like 6 months after, I got picked by Fnatic Academy, and then I qualified, and then, you know, that's how we do it, you know, because if you wanna, how do I say, like start a career in EU, you gotta be like good somewhere, you know. You cannot just go to a team and tell, hey, I'm like the best mid in France, just take me, you know. They kind of have to like know that you're like the best, you know. Like if you're the best in a region, people will notice you easier. And like if you're the best in solo queue, people don't really care about you, you know, because there are like so many players now in Europe. And I think that was my goal, like became the best in France and then get picked up in a academy team, or like, you know, just a better team than my team in France.
So I think you got to play with Broxa at one point. Are you still friends with him?
Yeah. I mean, me and Broxa are like really good friends. And even though we don't talk that much lately, I mean, he was still like, he's like one of the, how do I say, like he was one of the first friends that I kind of got in like my career, you know, because I started with him. It was like Broxa, Kikis, Klai, and Rales in Fnatic Academy. So yeah, they were like kind of my first friends in esport, I would say. And then yeah, I mean, I still have like good memories, and he's still a really good friend for me. And I mean, yeah.
In Europe, we have so many insane mid laners. And even if we lose mid laners like Forbidden and Power of Evil to NA, or Bjergsen, or Jensen, or Froggen, and the list goes on and on and on, we still manage to get new talents. Jizuka is currently tearing up the league, essentially. You're a mid laner, you have lots of competition, but what can fans from Splice and the ULCS expect from you?
I mean, quite frankly, I don't think that I'm like a top mid laner yet. I even say it like I'm not the best yet, and I'm not like close to be the best, because even though people say like, for example, Nugduck is the best, I don't think that like Nugduck is like even near to like Perks level. Like I can see the difference when I play against Perks and against Nugduck, you know. Like Perks doesn't allow you like to make any mistakes, you know. If you make one mistake, you lost the game by that. And if with Nugduck, even if you do like a mistake, you know, it's still fine, you know. He's not gonna like punish you really hard. And I mean, all I have to say is, I think by playoffs, I will be like one of the best, but I still have to like work hard. That's what I'm doing. I mean, I think if like they're like really good fans that are following me, they know that each week I'm like getting kind of better, I would say. And yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to improve as much as possible, as fast as possible as well, because we don't have that many weeks. And I mean, yeah, I'm just trying my best, and I will be not the best mid laner, I think, but one of the like top 3 for sure at the end of the split, I think.
So, given your history with Hansama, did it feel good to win against him now?
I mean, I mean, he was like kind of taunting me on Twitter, you know. Yeah. And then I was like, wait, but you know, like the team Nisqy, you know, everyone knows that's like, you know, I have like insane like fan base, you know, like the Team Nisqy fan base, and then it's like, nah, but you know, we'll win against easy against Team Nisqy and stuff. I was like, okay, you know, I even made a tweet that, you know, there's no way we lose against them, and I mean, we didn't lose, you know, even if we got like kind of stomped in the early game, I would say, but I mean, you know, just the results matter, so we won. So yeah, I say that on Twitter. So.
Okay, so is there anything you would like to say to the Splice fans, to the French fans?
I mean, to the Splice fans, I know that you guys are not that many. I mean, we have some fans, and I'm really like glad that you guys are supporting us, and I hope that you guys will like keep supporting us. And for the French fans, merci de nous soutenir et merci à la Team Nisqy. À la prochaine.
Okay, I didn't know what you just said. I hope you didn't say anything insulting and stuff, and I had to leave out stuff. I'll just ask Laura. It should be fine. Anyway, this was Nisqy from Spliced and Darius from the Shotcaller. I hope you had a good day. See ya then.